Hey, how you doing? It's tarot time. Happy Sunday evening or Monday morning for you possibly. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. That's what's happening to me. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. And I'm loving it. It's such a beautiful vibe. I hope this is lovely guidance for you, something nice to remember. Oh, happy full moon. Particular happy full moon, Scorpios and Taurians. And in case you don't know, read my blog post on the moon so you know this stuff. But the sun is in Taurus at the moment. All the Taurus peeps are having their birthdays. So the full moon is in its opposite sign, which is Scorpio. So for Scorpios and Taurians, it's a big deal time. It's been a big week. So it's not just the moon day, it's that week leading up to the moon. So if it has been intense for you, it'll start to chill from tomorrow. Okay, some tarot. 3 cards. Oh, you better tune in first. Let's close our eyes and take a centering breath. Just helps us align and connect with our higher self just a little more. We take a moment out. And maybe just put out, what is the guidance that I'm most needing to hear for my week? Okay, now you can choose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you chose card number 1, you chose the lovely Knight of Cups. We don't see the Knights a lot. We haven't seen those a lot in our readings. But the Knights, it might be a younger part of us, not as young as the Page, but possibly a less mature aspect of us. And this is the emotional realm, the relationship realm. So this is the water sign type energy. So it's a mystical, visionary, intuitive, creative aspect of us on a quest. Can you relate to that? Mystical, intuitive, creative, sensitive part of us. And these are good cards to tune right into. So if I was you, I would pause the video and imagine myself being him, being on that interesting creature's back, seeing what that feels like, seeing how you're doing with that, and notice what happens next. Where are you off to? What's your quest? Sometimes it's love and the pursuit of deeper feelings with this knight. So the other thing that you can do with these cards is communicate with him. Imagine that you're talking with him. What does he say to you? What is your own personal guidance from this lovely energy? Okay. Card number 2 is the 5 of Cups. Now that's a little sad looking when you see that image, isn't it? So this is a part of ourselves that's wanting to protect ourselves, to hide, to withdraw maybe. So a little bit like the Hermit. I think we've had this recently, haven't we? So all the blood on the ground there is symbol, or maybe it's wine. Maybe you've been drinking too much. Does that ring a bell? Might be energy, loss of energy. So it often happens within relationship where there's been like a difficult communication. But see how there's 1 cup standing or 2 cups standing. So it's not the end of the situation. But you might be feeling a little bit guilty about your role in there. Or maybe you're feeling like you've been attacked. So it's time to come within, come away from the emotions, get yourself grounded again and come back into reality. Forgive yourself, forgive others. It's only a 5. It's just a minor experience, and soon you'll move into that 6 energy of harmony in relationships again. Maybe time to consider what it is that you might have got wrong. It's all experience, isn't it? So it's a great learning card. And card number 3 is Temperance, and that comes up so many times in these readings, which is interesting, isn't it? It's a card about moderation. So it's a test for us. Where do we need to moderate in our lives? Where do we need to come into balance and harmony? Are we connecting with our higher self? Are we grounded on the earth? Where do we need to come into flow? Now, this book that I've been liking to look at, let me see what else I wanted to mention about temperance here. Adapting to circumstances, that's interesting. How am I synthesizing opposing forces in my life? How am I synthesizing or blending opposing forces in my life? I mean, this is the task that we're all up for in this age, really, isn't it? How am I being tested on this path of liberation? So this is like some deeper self-reflection, which is good to do with these major arcana cards. Oh, this is fun. This is fun, I was going to say. It's not really fun. Which law do I violate the most frequently? So you might have to think a little more existentially of universal laws. Where am I pulling away from my values might be something that you ask yourself. Expanding your experiences, moderation we've mentioned, yeah, all those other things I've mentioned. So there's some things for you to ponder on temperance. Have an interesting week. See you next week.